Howdy folks, welcome back to Jim and Luke. Except it's just Luke today, no Jim. Figured I'd do a little bit of vlogging videos today with everything going on. I'm kind of bored, so I was going to go out with my camera, Canon 90D EOS, get some shots in, some stills, and put them. They'll probably be running across the screen, and I'll keep you posted on that. But it kind of flooded last night. It rained really hard, and we've got a lot of roads around here flooded, so the 10-minute drive it usually takes to get to Salt Fork may be like 20 to 30 minutes. So yeah, it's kind of crazy around here with the coronavirus, and now it's flooding. It's like, wow, okay. So we'll keep you posted on that, and I will meet you back at Salt Fork. Howdy folks, welcome back. Finally made it to Salt Fork without any trouble. Most of the flooding kind of subsided. My guess is it started flooding around 5 o'clock in the morning, somewhere right in there. But most of the waters have subsided. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. So got here relatively easy. I'm at the Stonehouse Trail, which is a little trail. It's like probably a mile, maybe 2 miles long, if that. But there's a place on this trail that has cypress trees, and it's got like little knobs and stuff coming out of the ground. And I'm willing to bet it's probably about a half mile in, which isn't usually a problem, but it kind of is today, because I brought with me the gimbal, and I kind of want to get some good-looking B-roll while we're out. So yeah. We'll see how it goes, but I'll keep you posted, and I'll see you on the trail. Holy smokes. So we just made it back to the Jeep, and didn't ever get to the cypress trees, actually. Got about, I'd say, 400 meters in and realized that it was going to start pouring. So it's kind of getting ready to. It hasn't quite yet, but with the gimbal and the camera equipment, I decided it wasn't worth it. But luckily, there are plenty of small creeks right off the trail, right on the start, and I was able to get some great shots with some kind of longer exposures, not super long, it's like, half a second, but enough to get the water, and it was really good. And then but yeah, I'll meet you back at the studio, and I'll kind of go over some of the shots with you. And yeah, overall, though, it was a very productive trip, even though I didn't get to do what I was supposed to. So anyway, I'll catch you back at the studio. Whew, all right. Made it back to the studio. So that trip wasn't exactly going to plan, but we did get some good shots. So kind of to break down the journey, I started off going through, my plan was going to the cypress trees. Then I got sidetracked. I ended up finding a small creek that was very nice, and I kind of wanted to play with the little bit longer exposures on the water, and it made for a great photo, actually. It was kind of like more of a white water scenario, so it made perfect sense to use the longer exposure, get that really glossy look on that water. And So I was very happy how those turned out. Then, probably maybe 10 feet from the creek, I ran into a tree that had a bunch of carvings on it, just from people, over the years carving into the tree, and I got some good shots of that too. So that was kind of cool. I kind of enjoyed those two things. And then probably about quarter mile into the trail, there was the trail splits into two other trails, and the upper trail has wonderful, beautiful, mossy rocks all the way trailing up through it. And I really wanted to capture the green of the moss and kind of the darkness of the trail. So I went ahead and took some pictures of that. And then I ran into another creek. A beautiful, beautiful, even better than the first one. They had lots of tiny little waterfalls going directly into one another, and it made for some great long exposure shots. It had that nice watery white look to it that was great for those shots. And it had a bunch of mossy rock too, and I love the look of mossy rock if you can get the right green out of it. So on my way back, I ran into the first creek that I started taking shots at, and I looked back down through the creek and realized that there was the creek actually came out of this massive rocks, and so I wanted to get some of those shots of that and some of the water coming out of the rocks. It made for some decent shots. I was pretty happy with it. So even though today kind of wasn't going to plan, I didn't get to the cypress trees. I started raining on me, so got a little nervous about that, especially with the gimbal and everything. But all in all, it wasn't a bad trip. So if you would like to check out some of the shots that I got, head over to my Instagram page. It's Howard Productions. Go definitely check that out, and of course check out I'm Jim and Luke Instagram page. It's a great page. Jim is mostly running that though, so make sure you go and show him some support as well. I'm sure Jim will also be posting some videos of himself here, hopefully shortly, of some of the adventures that he is doing and getting into, maybe potentially some running stuff, maybe some cooking stuff. And we will meet together next week and have another video together for you guys. So keep a lookout for that, and as always, have a great day, and thank you for watching. Welcome back, folks. Bet you wasn't expecting this. So right when I was about to edit the video, a great photographer friend of mine, professional photographer, really good at what he does. His name's Wes Jones, and the link to his Instagram page will be down in the description of this video. So make sure you definitely go check him out. But he sent me a text and gave me a tip on a spot. It's called Hosig's Cave, which is very, very close to where I was at earlier today. And he gave me a tip on it, and I went, and just fantastic shots. There's a great big waterfall at Hosig's Cave, and it's not like a muddy water either. It was like a white water, and it looked really, 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 really good, actually, really glistening. So I got a few shots of that. Kind of got a little bit creative with my tripod. I actually brought the tripod with me this time, and kind of got it actually inside the creek and really low as I could get. I even went as far as putting the camera on a rock, and wasn't exactly happy with that shot, but it was still interesting, and I kind of liked messing around with that. If there's one thing that I really, really like when I'm shooting photography, is kind of using the area around myself to help with the shot. Even if I don't have a tripod, I can set the camera on something or the ground or something and try to get a shot that way. So I kind of really enjoy playing with those sorts of things. After that, I was about to walk out and kind of looked up to my right and saw another tiny little spot that I could get, and it's kind of like two really big rocks, and there was kind of some water trickling off of it. So got some of those shots, kind of really dark underneath of it, and I kind of really liked it, so I snagged that shot, and then I headed out. So kind of a little bit of a bonus towards the end of the video there. Anyway, folks, thanks for coming out, and Jim will probably be posting next week or sometime around there, and so look forward to that. He will be probably posting a vlog, maybe rumored to be a gun vlog, so that'll be exciting. Anyway, thank you for coming out. Definitely check out the links to the Instagram pages. My Instagram page, Howard Productions, will be down in the link. Of course, with I'm Jim and Luke Instagram page will be down there as well. Definitely go check out Wes Jones Photography. Great guy, excellent work. So shout out to Wes Jones Photography. English is hard today. Check out Wes Jones Photography and make sure you give him a follow if you aren't followed to him already. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching, and as always, have a good day.